The best part is waking up with it, because then it just makes the rest of the day great. Totally escapes my mind. I freaking hate this paper, which is awesome. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another studio vlog with me, Carolyn from Crafting with Glorious Purpose, where here we make unique gifts for you or for that special someone. This week, this is the week of May 4th. Yesterday would have been our bark at the park, but if you saw last week's vlog, it was canceled due to possible rain. What ended up happening, which I didn't mention in my last vlog, is that the rain never came until about 7 o'clock. So I think if we had gone on with the event, it would have been okay rain-wise, but I think the condition of the grass was the problem. So unfortunately, it got moved. We're still waiting to hear the date for the new event, but we're staying vigilant on the emails, and she's been sending out dates. She's been doing a really great job. So I'm hopeful that, she's trying to go by the majority of what people have available for the new date. So to keep it going. So stay tuned. We'll hopefully find out earlier today or tomorrow, I would hope, since she was planning on trying to do it for this weekend. So we have that coming up. The next thing we have on our list is nothing actually to prep for the show. I'm actually all good for that. I did not press the tumbler, only because it was my husband's birthday weekend, so we were kind of running around, and we would have made time to press it, but since it wasn't a priority and we weren't going to the show, we just kind of put it back. So I have it designed, I just need to print it, and we just need to press it. So that's the only thing that's outstanding. Like I said in the other one, I was using it for email sign up, but and you'll have to forgive the sun back here. It is coming through the windows, which is awesome. So for today, I was going to spend my lunch. I do have some admin to do, but I was going to work on making some, fabrics. So, if you would have seen in my last one about doing the wristlets, I was using the Infusible Ink sheets, which are these printed Cricut brand infusible transfer paper, whatever, I don't even know what you would call it, but anyway, it comes in the sheets. So what I did yesterday was cut all of the bed sheets that I'm using, so for my polyester, and I did the infusible infusible, oh my god, totally escapes my mind, the backing for these, so to make them sturdier. I have those cut, and I made them the 12 by 12 so that I can use the full sheets. I have back here on my stool over here is a stack that I've done from last night and a little bit here this morning before I had to log in. But I'm taping them up and I'm getting ready, so I'm hoping I can just kind of do assembly line pressing today at lunch. And that way I can start dwindling down this drawer here, which is all infusible ink that I just want to get rid of. So I'm hoping that, I'm trying to keep the cooler patterns. Like this galaxy print is probably one of my favorites, but I never found a use for it on a shirt. Like, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I have various sizes for that. Interfacing, that's the word I was looking for, interfacing. So I have everything ready, and I just have to press those. So that's what my goal is for that. But this should be a very easy week for me. I'm anxious, and I'm thinking, oh, I have another week, I can make more stuff. I gotta resist the urge to do that. yeah, so I'm gonna get logged into work here, and I will catch you at lunch and show you some of the progress with some of the fabrics that I'm making. So I'm currently weeding this infusible ink transfer paper. You know how like when you do something and then you're like, why don't I use this anymore? And then it all comes back to you and you start doing it, is how much I freaking hate this paper. I even did it with more pressure and it's still not cutting through. I did the biggest design I could think of and thought, oh, you know what, this like watercolor green would be really cool with like a floral or like a leaf background, and then I can like just do that as a big pattern. So I took the time and found something in Design Space that was already done, just so that I could do a real quick, and this is the mess that I have. It's gonna take me my entire lunch to weed this, and I'm kind of over it already. I was doing this while my press was heating up, thinking, oh, I could get this really done quickly, but yeah, I mean, it is just, it's a freaking mess. So I'm gonna come back to this when I have more patience, and it is not at this moment. I'm gonna take my stack of stuff that I do have completed over to the press, and let's go take a look at that. So here is my big stack of paper that I'm going to go through and do. I got a huge group done. So I'm gonna get these going and we'll see what these look like. All right, we got them all pressed. So I'm going to show you what these look like. This one is, like I said, the little sample one. We'll figure something else to do with that. But this one will be perfect size for one wristlet. This one's the galaxy, or the with like the stars. This one's the oil print in a bigger one because I had a bigger swatch of that. This color, not at all what I thought it was going to be. It is super pale when it goes on, like the cut, and when it comes out, it's really cool. But it's got like a water print kind of in it. This one was the bandana one, which I cut up a bandana, but still can use this. This one was the denim one, which I showed you in there, which was kind of cool. That turned out neat. This one was the galaxy print that I had a small piece of. And then I also had a full sheet of it. So like it comes with two. So I think I bought two of those because I needed the dark black, the black one with the stars. So I think I had a full sheet and I only used a half a sheet for the other ones. So I have those. This one's the only one that did not do well when it print, or when it, there were some lines on the paper. But I don't know if you can see those weird dark spots, like that's not the fabric, that's the actual print. Like there's, the ink's darker, which I thought was very weird. But when you look at the transfer tape, when you take it off, you can actually see the lines in it. So I think once this is like folded in, it might look okay, but that'll be a judgment call if I look at it and it looks weird. This one I think is my absolute favorite. I love the gradient of green because I love green to blue. Like this one is a cool color. I love this one. This one is a watercolor. It's like a turquoise, I thought was neat. And then these two are, so we did one with this color. This is like to black. And then this one is a yellow. So this one's yellow to orange. I still have another unopened packet of these gradients. So I will be using those up as much as I can. But all in all, that's not too bad when you think about it. I mean, these are obviously not true fabric, you know, in the world of sewing, not fabric quarters, but they are perfect squares. So I have 12 by 12 fabrics that I can use for, you know, smaller projects, you know, wristlets, things like that. And then if I ever dabble in doing dog poop bags, whatever you want to call them, those will be perfect size to cut out for that, because I think you need like at the most a 5 by 5. So this, even this small one that I did will be perfect, because I think this one ends up measuring like 6.5 by 5. So I can still get something out of this. Yeah, so I put, for all the boxes and stuff that I've thrown away, I still have a ton of these sheets left. And my hope is I have this one, which is called Strawberry Lemonade. I never even opened the box. I don't know why I bought this. Pink Lemonade. These are the little Cricut Joy ones. So these ones measure, I think it's 4.5 by 12. I tried cutting stars. It didn't work. So I'm going to go back to weeding this and we'll see how it goes. And I forgot to say, so on the back of all the infusible sheets is this like sticky transfer tape paper. I don't know. I hate to throw this away, but I don't think you can iron on this. So that might be a problem, but I'll have to see if I can find something to use. Like I keep throwing them away, and then I'm like, these are pretty good. They're like sticky. Maybe have at least one more use out of them. But I'm sitting here working on this stupid, weeding this garbage. Yeah, not looking forward to this, but I think the end result will look really good. But getting there is going to be the problem. So I'm going to work on that. And I also have, like I said, I have this Pink Lemonade, and I want to do a heart pattern on it. I started with it, but the paper started moving in the Cricut because my mat wasn't sticky enough. So I started getting some like wonky hearts like this one. So I had to stop. Luckily I caught it before I got too far in. So I mean, I can still salvage the rest of this piece, but I do have, because it came in a 2-pack, a second piece. So I'm going to put this on my new Cricut mat, get this cut, and then this will be just like a heart pattern. And I'm hoping that the hearts, I think I'm going to adjust the pressure a little bit to see if I can get some cleaner cuts. My blade isn't that old, so there's no reason why it should be ripping as much as it is. Like, it's just not snapping like it should. But I'm gonna keep fudging with this and seeing what I can do. And then yeah, I'm gonna get this pressed onto another 12 by 12 square, and then I'm hoping that this cool pattern would look really nice and break up just it being a big watercolor. So I have some kind of pattern in it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing, but all for naught. Like, that's actually not too bad. And this was maybe a quarter of the fitted sheet. So I still have the flat sheet that I didn't even touch yet. And I got another half. I'm probably going to run out of the interfacing before I run out of the fabric. So that was a good deal for me. I do have one group here. This is like a full sheet of the interfacing I have on this one. So I do have another one. I just have to cut them into 12 by 12s and then whatever extra I have. But, you know, like I have various things everywhere. But I thought this was a good use of my time since I don't have, I get these prepped, and then if the wristlets take off at the market, I have some other patterns that I can make and use those up. And, you know, instead of just throwing that stuff away, actually try to make something from them. So I'm going to carry on here at lunch, try to weed this. I've got about, I don't know, what do I have left here? I have another 10 minutes. So I'm going to give this another crack and see if I can make a dent in it. And probably won't get to press this today. Tonight's a karate night, so I'll be doodling on my iPad and try to get some more designs up to do. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be up to today. So hopefully I will catch you tomorrow. Well, my lunch break is over and I have not made that big of a dent. I still have a lot left on here, and this was a total waste of my lunch break, but now I'm committed, so I gotta finish it. But I have this whole section left to do. I'm thankful that I did a big print, but some of this, the paper's not even coming off the back. I'm so glad I don't use this paper. When you're using it as a full sheet, it's perfect. It comes out, the colors are amazing, but this weeding is a nightmare. I've got shreds of paper, does not weed easy. And I am remembering all the things I hated about this. I feel like Celine Dion, it's all coming back to me. Because I freaking hate this. Hate it, hate it, hate it. So I am going to log on back to work and look at this maybe tomorrow, or work on this maybe tonight while watching TV. But yeah, every time I get it started, it just rips and I just end up with white paper. So I've done all of the, like they tell you to like crinkle it, and it just feels like it didn't cut the whole way through. Like I said, I have a newer blade in here, but yeah, I am so glad to get rid of this paper. And yeah, so gonna leave you and head back into work here, and sit here and stare at this with a scowl the rest of the afternoon, because it will be sitting over here while I'm working, and I'm going to give it the evil eye because I'm over it. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. So yesterday I didn't film, didn't really have much. I did a lot of admin, bank statements, all that good stuff, you know, small business duties. This lovely day, actually yesterday I found out that our event is still on. It is moved to the 18th, so it is not Mother's Day weekend. I worked on doing promotion on social media, so a lot of the places that I promoted it, I had to repost again saying it was postponed so people didn't show up. But I also said I would follow up with a date, which I did. So yesterday I put that out. Probably midweek or so next week, I will probably throw out some more reminders about the event. She did come back with saying that they were going to try to add live music and some other things to kind of sweeten the pot. I think it's, you know, having to cancel it and, you know, whatever. So that actually would be really cool. I might have misspoke because I did not realize, but in reading the stuff that she had sent out, it looks like they are doing a pet contest for costumes. So if I see costumes, I will be trying to get some video of those to put them up. So stay tuned for that. So this week I won't have any, market dealings because everything is ready to go. The only thing I have is the tumbler, which we keep pushing back because things keep happening after work and we've got, things to take care of. So I will be hopefully getting that done here in the next day or so. And then truly we will be all set up for that. So fingers crossed it does not rain. The last I checked, it was going to be almost 80 and sunny. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so pretty excited it got moved to not this weekend, and we will see how this event pans out. I was scoping, Facebook for some more events. Doesn't seem to be a lot. There's a few in July. I already have my market, my moon market that Wednesday in July. I think it's the first or second week of July. I can't remember how it falls, but we were actually going on vacation like half of the week before and then coming back, and we'll have like a day or two in between before we have our moon market. So this event would be that following weekend, and I don't know if I want to do all that after coming back from vacation, doing two markets a few days away from each other. We'll be going to Tombstone, Arizona. So I'm ecstatic to walk Allen Street. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a huge, the movie Tombstone, I'm a huge fan. I love the whole Doc Holliday Wild West type stuff. So we're going to be doing that as well as some other things around like Tucson and some sightseeing. So we weren't planning on doing a full week out there. We were going to go out, do a few days, and then come back and then kind of spend, some downtime, staycation type thing till you kind of recuperate from the jet lag of flying across the state. So that too, we will be coming back from vacation, doing a lot of walking. I don't know if I want to stand at two markets. So my computers are talking to me like crazy. So that means it's almost 8 o'clock. So I'm going to jump here on to work, and I will catch up with you at lunch. If I do some stuff, I probably will be working more with the infusible stuff. I found some more papers. So I'm probably going to be doing some more pressing on those and getting that drawer cleaned out so that we can kind of maybe... we were talking this weekend about maybe redoing the craft room a little. So I did replace my tabletop with my butcher block with an actual IKEA top. I already had the legs, but the top was starting to give me splinters. It kind of was getting rubbed at the end and nicked up. So that topper was our old island that we had made when we first moved in here. So it's been recycled for different projects quite a few times. So I actually broke down and got an actual white one to match this white one. But my hopes is to maybe make this a table space back here and maybe get rid of these verticals. Not sure yet. So we're looking at maybe doing that and doing a little refresh in here. I did spend the beginning of the year cleaning out everything in here down to the bare minimum. But I feel I can go a little further. So I think cleaning out this bin, the bottom one is all peel and stick vinyl. So I probably can go through that next and see what's in there, or I'm sorry, HTV's down at the bottom. And I might be going through that and getting rid of some stuff because I don't do very much HTV anymore. I think there's rolls in there that I didn't even open. So I'll probably hold on to those ones, but the storage could be probably more of like an Alex unit. I can put them on the bottom. These I would probably try to keep some kind of, even if it's like a desk shelf and I can put all of those across there, that would be a pretty sweet option. So, but more to come on that. We'll have to see if that can make that work, but I would love to have more table space in here. So, one step at a time. First off, get that drawer emptied out. So I'm going to work on some more fabric and getting that cut maybe this this lunch break. So I will see you then. So I just got back from lunch and I have a few minutes left. I just wanted to show you, I went out to Dollar Tree and I was walking through. So I have my Fiskars and I'm too cheap to buy a new blade. And I don't know what blade this fits. So there definitely would have to be some work. And I know it's getting very dull. While walking through Dollar Tree, I saw this. I've never seen these here before, but this is pretty darn nifty. It's got dual, so if you only want one side, like for the blade to show, you can actually have the top, cover the top while you're cutting, so there's less chance of you cutting yourself on the blade that's open. And it works for either side, so if you're lefty, cuts like butter. It's probably because it's a new blade, but you have to go check that out. I mean, that's not bad for $1.25. This was much better than the original one I got at Dollar Tree, which was this one. This was the old one that I got from Dollar Tree, which not horrible, but I try to use this one more for like paper, but it's getting dull too. But yeah, I was surprised to find this, and it has such a nice grip on it. It's so much easier to use. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in here. Good morning and welcome to Thursday. So today, I'm gonna keep working on my fabric. So I've got this set here. I used the new cutter, which I absolutely love this thing for $1.25. This was really a good purchase. The brand is called Zoid. Never heard of it. I mean, other than, like I said, I saw it yesterday when I was walking through Dollar Tree and was like, well, I needed a new blade. And I'm sure the blade replacement for the Fiskars is probably not $1.25. So anyway, so yeah, I got these. I'm going to cut these ones to make wristlets with. I did this whole stack yesterday. So I have, and what was cool is this is one of the ones that I cut out of the infusible paper. I just cut a pattern of hearts and then popped all the hearts out. Turned out really good for how much of a hassle that ended up being. This one was one I did a leaf pattern on. The pattern's really big, but I was kind of going for like that ink splotch kind of look. So even when you get two side by side, they'll look different and unique, which is kind of what I like. This way they kind of have the same style, but people can kind of pick what kind of texture they want. I got, let me see here. This one here, the subtleties in this one, you just don't see. But the fabric, or like the swatch, had some black in it. So you can kind of see a little in there, but you know, it's just a nice purple. I mean, somebody likes purple and they just want something plain. I do have this one, which is a halftone pattern. And this one, again, each one's going to look unique. I ran out of clips, but I have I got two out of there for this. And then this one here was like another one that looked like water marks. So it's like almost solid on the back, but you can kind of see the variations in it. So I have these clipped and I'm going to be ready to sew these at lunch. And I was going to at least trim up these other ones so that once I get done with the clips, I can clip these other ones and get these ones stitched too. So most of these that are left are halftone. I got the faux denim left, and I have another galaxy one, and I have a watercolor one that is more of like a teal color. So these are all going to be ones that I'm going to do and make into wristlets for my upcoming shows. Not necessarily for this one, but just trying to work on the cleaning process and getting stuff out. So I am left with a few scraps that I'll have to figure out. Like these ones didn't make a full wristlet, so I'm trying to think of the best way to use these ones up in something. I don't want to throw them away. Same thing with these, the fabric. These are still good. They have the interfacing on them, but they just didn't get the full transfer on it because I didn't have full sheets of some of this stuff. Like some I only have scraps of, like this, you know. So I can press, you know, those, but I do want to get some more pressed. I do have a whole bag of the boxes of these infusible ink that I want to go through that's not solids. All the solids are back in the drawer, but it's better than I think that's like 5 boxes versus 25 or whatever, and I ended up having in there. So I'm going to work on those at lunch. It's 8 o'clock now, so I'm going to get back onto work. Like I said, I got all those prepped, so I'm going to work on finishing the rest of these up, and then we'll have these for future markets and not have to worry about doing stock later. I'm probably not going to list those on the website, probably use those for in person because I won't be able to replenish them because like once they're gone, they're gone. And I don't want to list like 2 on the website just to have 2 on there. I mean, it'll take up my product spaces and it's not necessary. So the only ones that I list are the ones that I draw my own patterns because I can replenish those ones. But these ones, I'm not buying more infusible ink to replace them. So I would have a bandana one, you know, on my own. I can go out and get a bandana and do it, but I already have so many different variations that I don't want to confuse people with too many choices on the website. So in person, it's different because you can go and you can look and see them and touch them. Good morning and welcome to Friday. I don't have anything really planned for today. I probably need to make, I did complete all these ribbons, my goodness, all of these yesterday. So all of the fabrics that I had and cut, I think there's only one that I didn't cut, which was the green to teal. I held off on that one because I think I have enough for right now. And these just need the labels put on and the hardware assembled to them. So I have the hardest part done. I don't have enough labels made of my brand. So I will need to press more of those to complete these. I don't know if I'll be doing those today, but I'm in better shape than I need. You know, obviously these aren't going to be for this upcoming market. So if I get them done, I get them done, but they're not needed. I was just trying to clean up, obviously. I did find some other fabrics that I did pre-cut to be wristlets, but didn't finish them. I think I made one of these for the show. And then I didn't do the rest of these, but these are ready. They just need the interfacing put in them, and then they are good to go. So I actually have 3 pre-cut for this fabric, so I can put that in the mix as well. And yeah, I need, the only thing I have left to make are my little ribbon labels. So once I get a chance to get the press on, I think I will make those. And because I only have 4 left, and I obviously need more than 4. And I don't want to sit and I don't want to stitch these ones and then make more and then stitch more. So I'd like to do them all at once and do it assembly line. So I'm just going to stop right where I'm at, and I think I'm going to give myself the rest of the day today. I have quite a little bit of a headache today. The best part is waking up with it, because then it just makes the rest of the day great. So I'm going to log on here to work and try to struggle through the day. Not my favorite thing to do when I have a headache. It's not my favorite thing to do, but not even better with a headache. So I'm going to leave you here, and I hope that this video helped, you know, give you some ideas, especially with the fabric tutorial that I had posted prior to this one. But yeah, going through and doing all these were actually a lot of fun. I had fun doing these, and I hope that you know, even if I get some of the money back from spending it all on the Infusible Ink transfer sheets, you know, I see it as a win, because I don't want to throw them away. I mean, they weren't, I mean, some of them I think I got on sale. They were like half off. Some I bought on clearance. And then there were a few that still had the price tag on it, which kind of hurt. Because then when you see what they were, full price, you're like, and you don't want to throw them away. So I'm glad I was able to recycle them and use them somehow, you know. And yeah, so hopefully this helped, you know, give you some ideas on how to use up some stuff in your craft room. If you find it helpful, please give me a subscribe. A thumbs up would be great. And if there's someone you know that would enjoy this, please forward it along. It's, you know, free to support. So I really appreciate the views, but I could use some thumbs up. So have a great weekend, and we will catch you next week. Next week will be it'll be the week before our show. So we will be doing the last minute stuff, making sure everything is accounted for and charged, and I'm hoping to have my tumbler that I can show you after. So I will leave you. Have a great weekend.